I received a package today. This package is from a company called Hippie Crafter. Inside of this package is a bunch of clay tools and polymer clay. They gave me these tools and clay in exchange for a review of their products. So in this video, I'm just gonna cover the clay tools mostly because I don't know how to use pretty much any of these, so it'll be interesting to try to learn. The clay, I think I will use for the next video though. Inside the clay package, there is little mini packs of clay, and these are actually pretty cool. I don't know how many colors exactly. It says 48 colors on the front, but there's probably a lot of duplicates in here. As you can see, there's a pretty big variety of colors, but I'm gonna try organizing these and see how many duplicates there are. I started organizing all the clay packs by color. These are the red ones that I was a little unsure if they're actually the same color or not, but other than that, it seems like every color is just slightly a different shade, which is pretty nice if you don't want to do a lot of mixing, I guess. Some of the colors are a little bit odd, like this. I wouldn't see too much use to that one. Personally, I think it would be nice if there was more of maybe this kind of brown or the black and white, just because you use those colors a lot, and a lot of these pinkish purple ones I don't think would really be used often, at least not for what I make. The other weird thing is this is the usual pack of clay I use, and it's 2 ounces. Now this is a 1 ounce pack, but it doesn't even cover half the block, and it is the same height. So I don't know how that works, but maybe it's more dense or something. The clay packs also come with these little random plastic tools, and they're mostly just knives. I guess a couple of these are sculpting tools. I have no idea what this is though. It looks like some sort of throwing knife, maybe? But I don't think that's what it's for. Let's open up the clay tools. I was blown away by how many tools are in this box. When they said they were gonna send me some clay tools, I expected maybe 6 or 7 different tools, but this package is huge. We have a variety of dotting tools, starting from basically a needle point up to a bigger ball. We have the basic silicone tools. And there's a lot of these little shaving tools, I guess is what I'll call them. I've seen these used in videos before, and it's basically used to carve off the outside of something. And with a lot of these tools, I imagine if you do more realistic sculpting, these would come in very handy. There's these little scooper tools, and judging by the amount of scooper tools they gave me, there must be something I'm missing on how to use these. I also like that the tools are double-ended because it gives a bigger variety with less space. We also have some wooden tools, and this one looks just like a back scratcher. It's kind of cool, these wooden tools. I've never used any, but I think it might be kind of fun to try out. Along with the throwing knife I showed you earlier, this is another one of those tools that just makes you think, what could this possibly be used for? To me, it just looks like an eagle beak. Next on the list of what could this be for, we have this wobbly piece of metal. Maybe this is some type of knife? These are pretty cool, and I've been looking at getting some of these for quite a long time. I usually just use my drill, but a little hand drill could be pretty cool. These will be nice for some texturing. These little tools look like the saws that you use to carve pumpkins. There's, I think, 4 of these in the pack of different sizes. This is a pretty nice little knife. Again, it's not really sharp, but I think you could cut through most things pretty good with it. I must be missing something here, but I don't know what you could use a sponge for. Maybe this isn't for polymer clay, it's for ceramic or something like that. And same goes for this wire on 2 sticks. I'm guessing this is to cut stuff, but I don't know why you wouldn't just use a knife. Unless, I guess, you're cutting something really, really big. I wanted to do a quick little test of the clay, so I picked this green color that I don't think I'm going to use for anything else. They have these little stickers on top, which is pretty common in clay packs, but it's nice to see that they added them in. It's just a way to close the package back up, and hopefully make it not dry out as quickly. I decided on creating just a little kind of monster blob guy, And it turned out to be basically ditto without the little lump on his head, but I would like to think that it's an original creation. So we have this little slime guy and I want to give him some arms. So I'm using the knife to cut them at a slant. And we can make some holes for the eyes using the dotting tool. So far, I really like the clay, but there is one downside. Some of it is super mushy and some of it is very firm. As you saw, that black clay was basically like butter, while this green clay was pretty firm. Not too firm to work with, but pretty firm compared to the black. I also decided to create a little mini version of him. I named the big one Frank, so I'm gonna call this one Baby Frank. Baby Frank just needs some arms, and then we can throw him into the oven. Another thing I found extremely weird about this clay, it has no smell. I'm used to every clay I've used having some type of smell, but this is completely scentless. Personally, I don't mind the smell of clay, but if you do, I guess this is cool that it has no scent. After baking, I realized this is a really nice clay. The biggest thing for me is durability, and this clay definitely has it. You can slam it against the table and it's perfectly fine, no cracks, and after baking there was no bubbles or cracks either. What's cool is that this is actually one of those packages that you can fit everything back into. Usually when you take stuff out of a box, there's no way to get it back in, but this is nice for storage since I don't have a lot of space to keep tools and clay. My room's pretty much full of crafting stuff already, so it's pretty nice to just be able to store it in the box. They also have a lot of other products besides clay, like resin and paints and markers, and I'll leave a link in the description for their shop. So here's my honest review of this product. For the tools, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. I feel like this has pretty much every tool you would need, except a nice sharp knife, but that you probably just want to buy individually anyway. As far as the clay, I'm actually very impressed with it. Usually when I use non-name brand clay, or even sometimes name brand clay, it's very hard to work with. After baking, it's super brittle. It's just hard to find a perfect clay that you love. But this clay is pretty nice, and for the cost, it's actually a really great clay. The only negative things I could say about it is that the consistency is, well, not consistent. Some of the packs are soft, some are hard, but overall I would say it's a great clay. And my only other negative thought about it is that they don't really have any other options of clay. You can only buy it in this big pack. So I guess if you just want to get started with clay, it's a cool option to have all these colors, but eventually you're gonna run out of black, white, brown, and green, maybe even blue and red, and you'll just be left with a ton of extra colors. So if they had options of maybe bigger packs of white or black, or maybe a variety of earth colors, that would be awesome. So I would give the clay an 8 out of 10. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I know it's much different from what I usually do, but I thought it was a cool opportunity to review this product and show you, and maybe you'll get some of this clay for yourself if you're looking for some new clay. In my next video, I'm going to be only using this new Hippie Crafter clay, so you'll see how it works on a bigger scale. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.